We used to be a proper country, Samaria, with real men. We were masters of, and had strength for heavy metals. We created art with our hands. We created homes, and we made bumpers for cars like Cadillacs. We were craftsmen, and nothing makes it more apparent that those days are long behind us than Dwyane Wade's statue reveal this past week. Now, Wade has defended the statue, and the artist Amri Amrani said, "I couldn't do better than that. I don't think anybody else can do better than that. It is what it is." The statue definitely looks like Lawrence Fishburne or Zordon from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to me. And regardless of the execution, I want to acknowledge the moment was a beautiful one for Wade and his family. Renders such as this do not have to be exact. It's not like a wax museum, but I just thought that there was maybe a different moment that they could have enshrined, perhaps when Dwyane Wade's face was more relaxed. So I just wanted to acknowledge that's our first fumble of the week. Our second fumble of the week is important because I just simply cannot let this go by without also mentioning Bears DB Tyreek Stevenson. We've all seen the video by now of him taunting fans just before tipping the ball to Noah Brown for the game-winning Hail Mary against the Redskins. Football players and especially DBs talk crazy. DBs have to talk themselves up because it is a hard time in the league to play the position. So I'm not going to kill him too bad. But not being completely locked in and focused, basically skipping around before the play is just not winning culture. And he's going to learn because head coach Matt Eberflus has made statements that sound like Stevenson will be benched to start the next game. So those are my two fumbles of the week, Samaria. Which one would you like to talk about first, the statue or Stevenson?
Let's do D-Wade because I was so, when I saw that, I was just prepared to go in on whoever designed and sculpted this bronze statue for him. But then once I found out that like he was involved, heavily involved, then I'm like, is he the type of person where he doesn't want to like stand up and say, hey, I don't really like this? Like, because I just feel like with bronze, like you mentioned, like a wax figure. And I think that a lot of people like on the Shade Room and stuff was like, well, you should do like Madame Toussaint or whatever. It's different when it's wax because you can paint and like, you can make sure like the shadows are correct. With bronze, it's all bronze. So if something looks, you know, like it's just, I don't know, like it's just weird and it's so easy to mess up. And maybe like his mouth isn't wide enough or something. I don't know. Like we'll have to show y'all pictures.
I don't know what the last iteration that he saw was, but that might have been an early version. And they finished the face first, but he was like, oh, well, clearly that's not done. And then that was the face he got.
It was just weird all around because I even felt like the moment that they captured, like I feel like there could have been a better moment with maybe like the ball in his hand or something like that. Like it just seemed like I'm just cheering like a fan, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been. I want to hear your thoughts on Stevenson, though. I know you know.
Yes. Okay. So a dummy. Like you gotta sit down. You gotta sit down for a minute. You gotta sit down because, and I know they eating him alive everywhere, in the locker room, on Twitter. Like I wonder how he's feeling right now. But and then I think he was talking trash. Like wasn't he talking trash to a fan before the game? I feel like there's like a clip of him like betting his house or something like that. So he's a trash talker, but that just shows your immaturity. Like the game is on the line and maybe you thought that y'all had won this game because y'all came back. But you know, until that clock strikes 0, the game is not over. Continue to play. Like everything that you're getting right now, you deserve because you play in the National Football League. Like we were just talking about Anthony Richardson. Like you cannot do that. What?
There is a case to be made that you are being a little contradictory. There is a case to be made that you are being very, very harsh to this
on
athlete,
him,
thereby creating
for up here talking trash.
Thereby creating a level
health.
of mental health and mental anguish. He's obviously going through a moment in time, which is very difficult to navigate and manage. You know he's being killed on social media. You know he feels terrible. And yet, we are dumping. I just want to say, I just want to go on record.
When I talked about mental health earlier, that was to Angel Reese, who I did not feel like is going at people during the game. Now she may go at Angel Reese may be going at other players on the other team, but she's not going at fans. She's not sitting here missing plays because she's drawing with fans. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't miss the play. He was in the play.
He would have been better off not in the play, Rodney. He would have been better off had he stayed over there jarring with the fans.
If we're going to be emotionally accommodating to certain athletes, we just may need to be emotionally accommodating to all. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't know the answers. I ain't got the answers, Sway. I just want us to be mindful and cognizant of the fact that sometimes what we say and the way in which we treat certain athletes is different than what we say and how we treat other athletes. And
that man had been talking trash the whole game.
But that's everyone talks trash. Does it mean that once the game is over and he has this terrible mistake, this scarlet letter, this is gonna be a highlight reel that is played for the rest of his life? Like, this is a defining moment for the Commanders franchise. So he will see this forever and always. This is a sore spot for him. And so I just want to be cognizant and gentle with a young man. This is his second year in the league, right? With a young man who's going to have to wear this forever because I'm sure he's going through it. Like, what if this cost him a playoff spot? What if this was the game that, this is the difference between them and the playoffs? That'll sting.
And that's what I'm saying. We're not talking about, when we talk about other athletes and mental health, we're not talking about blunders this big that is a mark on their entire careers.
You called him a dummy.
He was not smart in that. He was not smart. I'm sorry, Mr. Stevenson. But
y'all let us know your thoughts.
I'm sure his mama called him dumb.
Damn, not mama. All right, we gonna wrap this up. Hey, y'all let us know your thoughts in the comment section. One, about Dwyane Wade's statue. Do you feel like it was a good looking statue? But of course, also about Tyreek Stevenson. Do you feel like we need to be gentle with him in this moment? Or do you feel like everything is at play right now? We can say any and everything that we feel about his ridiculous moment, taunting fans and tipping the game-winning pass to Noah Brown.